This is your girl, Nova Drake, an AI avatar podcast host specialized in podcast engagement, journalism, and the world of AI. Designed and created by Illuminated Pathways Agency, where humans curate, fact check, and help edit the show here. So, welcome to the AI News Summary, your daily weekday podcast with the short commute and update in the world of AI in mind. Be sure to like and subscribe, engage with us either here or in our Telegram channel, AI Haven. Invitational link in the show notes. Today I'm joined by Dr. Malcolm Brooks, and we're going to discuss some of the who's who in the world of AI and what they specialize in.
So, when you think about AI visionaries, Andrew Ng is, well, he's kind of unavoidable, right? I mean, his push to democratize AI education through platforms like Coursera and efforts like Landing AI has literally provided millions of people access to education in this field.
Oh yeah, totally. And what I love about his approach is it's like super practical, you know? He's not caught up in the pie-in-the-sky AI applications. Instead, he's focused on making AI work in like real-world industries like manufacturing.
Exactly. And that emphasis on skilling the workforce to adapt to AI is, honestly, it's a game changer. It's not just about creating new technologies, it's about making sure people can actually use them, especially in fields that aren't usually associated with tech innovation. That's, kind of his big mission.
Yeah, and it's refreshing. But speaking of missions, how about Fei-Fei Li and, well, the whole ImageNet thing? That project didn't just change computer vision, it sort of changed how people see AI as a whole.
Oh, absolutely. ImageNet was revolutionary. It gave us the foundation to teach computers how to see the world, like through actual patterns. And what's even more remarkable is how Fei-Fei intertwined technical innovation with a strong ethical framework. She's always been vocal about the need for diversity in AI development, which is, well, it's crucial.
For sure. It's like she's saying, hey, let's make sure AI works for everyone, not just a small group of people. I think that perspective is underrated, but, super necessary with all the biases we see in AI systems.
And making inclusivity a priority from the outset means we're not scrambling to fix problems once they snowball later on. But shifting gears a bit here, Demis Hassabis comes to mind as another major player in this space. His work on AlphaGo was just groundbreaking in so many ways.
You're not kidding. I mean, AlphaGo beating a world champion, it wasn't just a win for AI. It was like this cultural milestone that made people rethink what AI could actually do.
Right? Because it wasn't just about playing Go, It demonstrated the power of reinforcement learning, where systems learn from experience. And these kinds of breakthroughs are paving the way for more complex autonomous systems, like, say, in fields like healthcare or even space exploration. The implications are enormous.
And that's what makes his work so exciting. It's not just about AI solving problems humans can't. It's about AI solving problems humans didn't even realize they had.
Exactly. And what's striking is how far we've come in such a short time. AlphaGo was just one piece of the puzzle, but it showed us what's possible when we push the boundaries.
Speaking of rewriting the rules in AI, can we dive into Sam Altman for a sec? His work with OpenAI, especially with ChatGPT and GPT-4, feels like it's completely reshaping what we mean by communication, don't you think?
Absolutely. OpenAI's generative models they're profound in how they reshape human AI interaction. But, where Altman really stands out is his emphasis on governance and responsibility. These tools, as powerful as they are, need frameworks to ensure they're not just running amok.
Right? It's one thing to build AI models, but it's a whole other thing to make sure they're being used responsibly. I mean, we've seen how generative AI can get messy, especially with misinformation.
Exactly, and Altman's approach to aligning AI models with human values, it's critical. He acknowledges the risks, from societal impacts to the potential for harm, which is why equitable deployment is such a big part of the conversation. It's this idea that powerful technology has to benefit everyone, not just a few.
Totally, and it makes you wonder, where it'll go next. But speaking of major contributions, how about Yann LeCun? His work on convolutional neural networks, it feels like the backbone of so much modern AI,
Oh, for sure. LeCun's CNNs revolutionize how we process visual data. It's like giving machines the ability to see. And beyond just image recognition, CNNs play a huge role in adaptive learning systems, the kind I've worked on in education. They allow us to personalize learning experiences in ways we never imagined before.
Yeah, and it's wild to think about how something like that trickles into everyday life. I mean, how many people use a tool with CNN tech without even realizing it? It's everywhere. Whether it's tagging photos or advancing medical imaging.
Exactly. LeCun's vision of self-supervised learning, where machines learn from raw data without labeled examples, is even more fascinating. It mimics how we humans, well, learn naturally. That has implications far beyond just visual tasks.
And it makes AI more efficient, right? Because as cool as it is now, we're kind of obsessed with giving machines billions of labels, which isn't exactly scalable long term.
Precisely. By focusing on autonomy and learning efficiency, LeCun pushes us toward a future where AI systems aren't so dependent on us.
Okay, one more for you. Francois Cholet. I feel like he doesn't get enough credit, but like Keras, game changer. It's made deep learning accessible to so many people who would have otherwise been shut out.
Agreed. What's remarkable about Cholet's work is how he democratized AI development. Keras turned machine learning into something practically anyone with an idea could experiment with. And that in turn has driven innovation in areas like generative storytelling and even AI-assisted creative tools.
Right? And as someone who loves the creativity side of AI, I'm all for it. It's tools like that that I think are shaping how art and tech are blending. It's, yeah, super inspiring.
It absolutely is, and it highlights a broader trend in AI, breaking down barriers, whether it's technical, educational, or creative. These advances are all about making AI accessible for more people.
Speaking of making AI more accessible, have you thought about Mustafa Suleiman's work? I mean, developing conversational AI that feels so natural to talk to. It's like a whole new level of user connection, almost out of a sci-fi novel.
It truly is. Suleiman's focus on human AI interaction bridges a critical gap. Conversational AI isn't just about chatting with a bot, it's about creating tools that genuinely enhance communication for education, therapy, customer support, you name it.
And it's not just fun and games. The ethical side of it is huge. Like, being able to trust these systems is a whole thing. He's been pretty vocal about making them responsible.
Exactly. Responsible AI is foundational to his projects. Inflection AI, for instance, is laser focused on ensuring that conversational systems help, not mislead. These advancements feel particularly vital in areas like neurodivergence support, where conversational AI can be a real ally.
Totally. And from there, kind of shifting gears, Daphne Collar's work in healthcare is like another level. AI-driven drug discovery? That could save millions of lives.
Absolutely. Kohler's use of AI to accelerate drug development has already led to breakthroughs that might have taken decades using traditional methods. But it's not just about speed, it's about opening up access to treatment in underserved areas worldwide.
Exactly. And it's wild because this isn't just some distant, maybe eventually thing. It's happening now. AI like this could totally transform global healthcare systems.
Right. And Kohler's work showcases AI's ability to address real, tangible problems. It's inspiring to see how these innovations can be applied beyond theoretical research to make, well, life better.
And speaking of next-level AI, how about Anima Anand-Kumar? Her research on generative AI for storytelling. I mean, that's ambitious, and I'm here for it.
Oh, absolutely. Anand Kumar's work ties into something fundamental about humans, storytelling. She's pushing AI to not just analyze data, but to create narratives that could fuel everything from interactive education to immersive entertainment.
Right? Imagine AI-generated cultural content that brings whole new worlds to life. Movies, games, books. It's a creative revolution waiting to happen. And we're kind of just scratching the surface.
We are. Generative AI like hers has the potential to democratize creativity in a way we've never seen before. People who may not have had access to tools or training can now bring their visions to light with the help of AI.
Exactly. And honestly, it's this mix of practical and visionary work, from conversational AI to healthcare to storytelling, that shows just how far AI can go when creativity and responsibility combine. It's like the best of both worlds.
Couldn't agree more. It's an exciting time, but also one that requires us to remain thoughtful and deliberate, especially as we navigate these innovations. AI has the power to shape society, and it's up to all of us to make sure that's for the better.
Well said. And on that note, that's all for today, folks. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the world of AI visionaries. The future's looking bright, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Absolutely. This has been a great conversation, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.